Hey everybody, I'm Javeda Bay and welcome to the Honest Millennial. So this week we're going to talk about relationships and not like the romantic ones where you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or any other significant other, the ones with like your family and your cousins and your grandparents and your aunts and uncles, those relationships that you kind of forget about because you're like, oh, I'm off living my life like a millennial. I party on weekends. I go to brunch every Saturday and Sunday. There are days though that you should pick up the phone and be like, hey grandma, I just wanted to call and say that I miss you and I love you and I was thinking about you. That is how you take the cake as the greatest grandchild. You call on a random day just when you're thinking about them and just to say you were thinking about them, and you have won a space in their heart as the number one grandchild. I'm telling you, like, this is foolproof. I do it all the time. Like, I'll just be like, oh, I should call my grandparents. And I'll call them and they're like, oh, it's so great to hear your voice. We miss you. We love you so much. None of your other cousins call us. See, I know. And it's an easy way to do this. You put your family on your favorites. And I know you're like, whoa, Jave, wait, if I put them on favorites, I might butt dial them and then end up in like a 20-minute long conversation. But as long as you don't keep it like on favorites, like just keep your phone on like the contacts or just like the keypad, you're fine, you won't butt dial them, but then you'll be on your favorites and you're like, oh, I haven't talked to my grandparents lately, I should call them. You don't even have to think about it anymore. You have a reminder, and like then you have a choice, like, I don't even want to talk to them right now, so I'll call them next week. It's beautiful. So put your grandparents or your aunts and uncles on favorites, and you'll remember to call them, and they'll be like, you're the best niece, nephew, granddaughter ever. And you'll be like, I know, but I love it when you tell me that. Okay, so the next thing about relationships is cutting the relationships you don't need. And you know the ones I'm talking about. I'm talking about the girls from middle school and high school that like you were friends with, but you weren't really friends with, but you still keep them around for some odd reason. Why? Is it offering you any benefit in your life? Probably not. Do they even know anything about you that is relevant to who you are now rather than who you were in middle school? Probably not. Those are relationships you kind of don't need anymore. And then there are the people that you became friends with in college and you had a great 4 years with them and you were like, oh my God, we're gonna stay friends forever. Then you graduated college and you realized, wow, I'm nothing like who I was in college. I actually do care about like actually succeeding at something rather than just succeeding at beer pong. And we have nothing in common in regards to our professional or personal lives anymore. So just like cut that fat. Like you don't need all the friends you made. And I'm like, it's hard for me to say that. Like I love to have friends, but you don't need them all. That's a lot weighing you down. Like you want to remember that many birthdays? That's a lot of people to remember to text and call and be like, oh my God, happy birthday. You're 23 now. You should only have like 10 people in your life that you should have to tell happy birthday to, besides on Facebook. So if you have more than 10 friends that you feel obligated to tell happy birthday to, it might be time to cut some of them out because can you really remember 10 birthdays without Facebook? No. So just like trim the fat. Only keep the friends that like have been with you every step of the way through all the hardships. And I mean like, you know, your first period, you should keep that friend because we all had that one friend that was there for it and they were like, your pants, oh my God. Or the one that was there when you had your first breakup and you're like, but like, we had such a great lunch routine. He would sit at my locker on Wednesdays. I'd sit on his on Fridays. Keep that friend around. They know what it was like when you first had that first heartbreak at lunchtime. Keep those friends. But the ones that like don't even know your favorite color, deuces. You don't need them. And the last thing is making new relationships. So this is basically like friendships that are networking. So you gotta learn how to network to like be successful in a career these days. And it's better when you learn to network and they turn into something that's more than just a business interaction. Like you want to network with people that like, if they texted you every other month or so and like, hey, let's get drinks, you wouldn't be like, oh God, not this person again. You'd be like, yeah, of course. Like, oh my God, I haven't caught up with you in a minute. Let's see how your career's doing. Like, I'd love to get drinks with you. You want those type of relationships as a grown-up. So like if someone invites you to a networking thing, go to it, seek out the person that looks most likely aligned to like your lifestyle of like actually enjoying yourself and not hating their career choice, and you make friends with them. Stay away from like the old people that like look like they literally hate waking up and going to their job every day. You don't want that negativity in your life. Just look for the people that are fun and smile. If they smile, you should probably start a conversation with them. I've learned like people in this industry, if they don't smile, it's usually because they kind of hate everything they do. So look for the ones with smiles and network with them, but to a point where you actually can enjoy their company, not where you just hope they text you when there's a job opening at their company. So yeah, that's my advice on relationships that aren't romantic, because I can offer no romantic relationship advice. I'm single and I would really love a date. Ignore the shirt. Like, I would love to nap, but I would more so love a date, specifically a brunch date where a guy pays for my mimosas and can deal with me in a drunken mimosa state. I think that's a good start of a relationship. If you can deal with drunk mimosa me, we have a future together. But anyways, this has been the Honest Millennial. Hope you have a great day.